In this video, I want to go over one again basic skill of factorization in algebra. Before we move on to algebra, so let's use this skill in number. Okay, so most of you should be good in numbers. Suppose you want to add by factorizing. Okay, this is one thing, add by factorizing. Okay, so this is, I don't know whether you have learned this in your schools, but this is a very good skill to learn. Okay, add by factorizing. Okay, so add and subtract by. So let's start with adding. Suppose you have, say, let me think of a number, say 15 plus 24. Okay, you don't want to add, you know this is how much? This is 39. But we want to add by factorizing. So, well, factors is, suppose, how can you write this as a factors in factors? So, well, this is 3 times 5. This is 3 times 5 plus this is how much? This is 3 times 8. Okay, so this is 3 times 5 and this is 3 times 8. So here the common factor, you got 3 here and you got a 3 here. So you can factor the 3 out, and that is the skill that we're going to use in algebra. So this is 3 bracket, you don't write times in algebra, so this is 5 plus 8, which is same as writing 3 times 13, and this is 3 times 13 is 39. Okay, so let me take one more example. Say this is the first example. Let me take the second example. Think of a number, say 12 plus 12 plus, say 20. 12 plus 20. Okay, so can you think of the largest factor? So let me, for those who don't know about factors, suppose the factors of 12, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. And the factors of 20 are 1, 2, you don't have 3 as a factor, you got 4, you got 5, 10, and 20. So when you're adding by factorizing, you have to think of the largest common factor. So the largest common factor is 4. This is also called the HCF. I don't know whether you learned HCF. HCF stands for the highest common factor. So the highest common factor is 4 for 12 and 20. So can we write this as 4 times 3 plus 4 times 5? And we know the answer, this is 32, but we want to do this by factorizing. So this is same as saying 4 times 3 plus 8, which is 4 times, oh, I should have not written 8 there. I made a mistake here. So 3 plus 5. So what I've done is I have factored out the highest common factor, which is 4. And what is not common, you write in the bracket. Okay. So this is 4 times 8, and 4 times 8 is 32. Okay. So we're using the same skill in factorizing algebraic expression, but the only difference is you can't get a final answer as you can only go to this step. Okay, you can't go beyond this. I'll explain what I mean. Okay, so let me take a very simple example. Okay, so if you have, say, 21 minus 7m. Okay, so well, how can you write 21 as, I can write 21 as 7 times 3. And this is 7 times m. This is 7m means 7 times m. And now I have to look at the common factor. Okay, you have to write in the highest common factor. So you can factor the 7 out and you write what is not common inside the bracket. And that's all. You can't do anything further because you don't know what is m. And this is your final answer. 7 bracket 3 minus m. Okay, so let me take one more example. So 16 minus 16 minus, say, 20m. 16 minus 20m. So what's the highest common factor? We can see 2 is a factor, common factor, and the highest common factor is 4. So, well, this is 4 times 4 minus 4 times 5m. This is 4 times 5m is 20m. So now you can factor this 4 out, which is the highest common factor. So if you factor the 4 out, you can write inside the bracket what is not common, which is 4 minus 5m. And that's all. You can't simplify this more. And this is factorizing algebraic expression. Okay, so let me take one more example. Say 15a minus 18. Okay, so what is common in 15 and 18? The highest common factor is 3, so I can write this as 3 times 5a minus 3 times 6. So the highest common factor is 3, so you factor the 3 out. This is called factorization, which is 5a minus 6, and that's your final answer.